I've been hearing a lot of things and different opinions out there of people saying the market might crash. I figured, you know what? We should dive into this. Stick around. Welcome to the Aaron Powers Show. I'm sure you've heard somebody say recently something about the market possibly crashing. And maybe it's going to go way down or fall off a cliff or all these different opinions of what our market's going to do. A big reason for that is because we've never really seen a positive increase for this long of a time in our history. We've always seen it about in 10-year spurt go up, go back down, go up, go, so on and so forth. So there are a lot of things out there saying, you know what, it's inevitable. History is going to repeat itself. The market's going to crash. I wanted to talk a little bit about that today and what happened last time we saw the crash, and a little bit on my opinion of what's to come. So before in 07, 08, 09, we had a huge crash in the market. Our overall economy went way down. The mortgage industry as a whole basically failed in our country. A big reason for that was the fact that we were giving out and letting people borrow money they just didn't have. They couldn't prove that they had it. Sometimes, their employment wasn't verified, their income wasn't verified. I mean, we had many issues with that. I'd like to mention there's a great movie out there called The Big Short. Awesome film, does a really, really good job of portraying and talking about how this happened, the timelines, many, many great lessons out of that movie. If you have the time, I highly, highly recommend The Big Short. Go and watch it for sure. Now, when we move forward, we now have the CFPB in place. They oversee our entire mortgage lending community and basically make sure that that's not going to happen again. If you ask anybody that's gone through the mortgage process recently and has had to be fully underwritten and pre-approved, they'll tell you that's the hardest part right now about actually getting the loan, is qualifying for it. They're going to ask you for everything. They're going to want your pay stubs, your W-2s. They're going to verify your employment, your income. Look at absolutely everything to make sure that we are giving money to the people that are good borrowers and that can for sure pay it back, so we don't see a repeat of that kind of history again. So with that being put in place, my personal opinion, I don't believe we're going to have any kind of a market crash. I don't see it falling off the ledge like it did before because we have the things in place in order to prevent that from happening. Now, are we going to eventually see a difference in the market and have it go down a little bit? Of course we are. Everything that goes up is going to come down. I like to take the stock market as a personal representation of that. If you look at it in a week span or even a month span, you're going to have some peaks, you're going to have some valleys. It'll go up and down, right? It's going to fluctuate. However, if you look at it in a 5-year, 10-year span, you're going to see a average graph of it going like this, with a variable increase as time goes by. And that's what our market has been doing. So eventually, in the future, are we going to see it come back down a little bit and have a little bit of a correction? Absolutely. And we are going to have a shift in our market. Truthfully, I don't think we've seen the big shift just yet. Our market has normalized here. It's going, it's more of an even playing field than it has been before. However, it's still continuing to go up. We see an average increase this year of about 3 to 5%, which is totally normal for this market. And if that continues, eventually, yes, it is going to come down the other way. However, even if the market were to have decreased at this point 5 or 10%, we would still be in a very good place in our local Las Vegas market. Think about where we were back when it was at the bottom. So I hope that was some good information for you. I don't see a market crash coming. I think we can all relax on that point and proceed in a healthy buying and selling market. If you have any comments, please leave them below, thumbs up or thumbs down. I'd love some other opinions. If you want to disagree with me, happy to do that as well. Thank you for watching. I'm Aaron Powers with Keller Williams Southern Nevada. And who do you know that might be looking to take advantage of our market while it is still in a very good place? Thanks so much.